Once, the Synclight of Galactic Coordinators convened an emergency meeting. The Synclight of Coordinators had long been observing the planet Earth, directing their all-seeing gaze through a powerful galactic crystal. And so, when Earth cried out in unbearable pain and suffering, the Coordinators heard a call for help.
Who could help humanity?
From interstellar space, a rapidly approaching point began to draw closer.
I am ready to fulfill any task set before me.
As a falling star, he crossed a vast distance to reach Earth and filled with himself a woman who was ready to give birth. Thus, the Master arrived on Earth. His childhood was spent in constant meditation. Memories of life on Sirius and the present world around him had nothing in common. What should be done to bring paradise here on Earth? These questions troubled the young child day and night. When he lay down to sleep under the starry sky, he would travel to his native Sirius, knowing that they were waiting for him there, just as a mother awaits her child. Waking up under the earthly sun's rays, he continued to ponder. Why are people on Earth unhappy? One day, as a young man, he decided to spend a night in the forest. Setting up a campfire for the night, he suddenly saw a man emerging from the flames of the campfire. The man wore a diamond crown and a red robe. He stepped out of the fire, and his aura was the same color as the flames. The young man bowed in earthly reverence. His memory reminded him that he had been in this situation before, but not here on Earth.
Yes, you have come here, son of Sirius, to save humanity, heal souls, and rescue this civilization that is perishing in torment. The period of your acclamation has ended. Now you need to go through the sacred passage of the Trans-Himalayas, where you will receive the initiation of the Synclight of Galactic Coordinators. The initiation is the key to the memory of many people. From this moment, you will be able to begin the fulfillment of your mission, O great priest of the great Sirius.
The night passed unnoticed. The young man visited Sirius again. But this time, he not only enjoyed the heavenly bliss of his homeland, but he also remembered how the Siriusians had gone from devastation and interstellar wars to their present state. Memories of the transformation of the consciousness of the Siriusians began to emerge with great clarity. In the minds of people, he saw a multitude of viruses brought from the darkest corners of the universe. These viruses multiplied rapidly in people's minds, destroying and annihilating civilizations, starting with the children. The horrors of the invasion of dark powers were revealed to him. He rose to the sunrise and set out to where the luminary awoke, illuminating this much suffering planet. He walked without rest, regardless of day and night, or the seasons. Rain and snow, impassable marshes, taiga, rivers, rocky mountains. Nothing could stop the emissary of God. In his tattered clothing, he reached the Tibetan mountains. Here, he encountered ancient people who greeted him with the same words. Namaste, son of Sirius. You are already expected. The closer he came to the sacred temple, the more people, animals, and birds helped him, pointing to the invisible path. The 108th day of his journey arrived. Everything around him stood still. Not a breath of wind, not a movement of birds, only tranquility and grace. The young man assumed the lotus position, closed his eyes. Namo Om Tat Sat. Once again, Sirius shone brightly. The call of his ancestors made him think more and more about how life on Earth could become like life on Sirius. His body lifted above the surface, accompanied by the spirits of the Trans-Himalayans, the great warriors of light, beings without fear, possessed all the miraculous abilities available on Earth, levitation, passing through walls, and more. He was transported through a 10-meter thick wall of the main temple of the Trans-Himalayas. Sensations of the physical body disappeared, and he became conscious, observing what was happening. Right before him, on a golden throne, the Lord of the Circle of Masters sat in brightly red robes.
You have arrived in time, son of Sirius. Nothing stopped you. The powers of darkness wanted to disrupt our meeting and your great initiation, but you overcame all the difficulties. Now, the great hierarch of the galaxy, El Moria, will conduct your initiation, after which you will become the conductor of divine knowledge on Earth.
El Moria, making secret gestures over the outstretched body of the young man, said,
Bhagavan.
The temple walls trembled. Only the warriors of light, standing like an honor guard, did not flinch. At that moment, thunder rumbled over the earth, and people all over the world saw a rainbow.
From now on, you, son of Sirius, bear the name of the embodiment of divine knowledge on Earth, Bhagavan.
The young man rose but remained unchanged. Yet he was already different. He was now the link between God and humanity on Earth. A state of reverence and delight filled his entire being. The guardians of the Trans-Himalayas approached again. They seated the young man in a special silvery chair and, as if nothing had happened, transported him to the place where their first meeting had taken place. Bhagavan looked around. Silence. Not a leaf on the trees stirred. Suddenly, a previously unfamiliar bird on the nearest tree gazed intently at him. It seemed to him that her gaze was his own gaze upon himself.
Now, I am what my gaze, my attention, is directed towards. I know everything about this bird, when she was born, how many times she has had offspring.
The herald of great knowledge began his return journey.
In our extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.